This is Ashley from the Technology Learning Center. Today I'm going to show you how to download a student's work from Blackboard, pull that work into Notability to annotate it, and then upload that annotated document back to students in Blackboard as feedback. So to start, you want to launch Blackboard using one of your web browsers. I'm going to be using Safari. Once you're logged in, you'll click your course. From inside your course, you're going to want to navigate to the Grade Center. So under Grade Center, you can either do Needs Grading or Full Grade Center. I'll show you both options. To begin with Needs Grading, you're just going to click that. Under Item Name, you'll click the student's row, hit the down arrow, and then select Grade All Users. Once the page is finished loading, you'll scroll down and you can see the student submission on the left and then the grading details on the right. If you'll scroll over to the right just a little bit with your finger, you can see under submission that will show a little down arrow. So to download the document, you'll want to hit that down arrow. If you just press the document, it's just going to open up on this page in this tab. If you press and hold on the down arrow, you'll get a little menu option and you can use open in a new tab. That'll keep this tab on the same page while opening the student work in a new one. Before we go any further, I'm going to show you how to access the student work through the Full Grade Center. So if you'll go back to your Grade Center menu and hit Full Grade Center. The problem with the Blackboard Grade Center on the iPad is you can't scroll very well, very little. So what you can do is hit this down arrow next to Grade Center, Full Grade Center, and turn on screen reader mode. And that'll make it where you can navigate through the columns. So now once you find the student's work, you will hit the arrow and then you will click the attempt. Once you're here, it's the same method. You'll scroll over to the right, press and hold the down arrow to open in a new tab. And then I'm going to go back, hit that new tab to open it up. So it opens up the Word document where it just fills your screen within the browser. So we want to send this to Notability now. So if you hit the SID2 icon, also known as the arrow up here by the plus sign, and then you'll scroll over till you see Copy to Notability. If you don't see this option, hit the three dots to see the More menu, and you may have to turn that on. Okay, I'm going to go back to Copy to Notability and just click that. And so then it'll start the importing process. So Notability will convert this Word document to a PDF using Google Drive, and then we'll actually be annotating a PDF document. All right, the import's complete, and so I'm going to hit Create New Note. Pick subject. Well, if you have any folders set up within Notability, you can move this to it now. I don't, so I'm just going to hit Import. And then it's going to open up my document within the Notability screen. So now I can use the Notability tools. We have a text button, a pencil, a highlighter, an eraser, and then you can cut things and just a finger to move around. So to add text, I'll just hit the T button, and then I'll start typing my text. Say great job. Hide that keyboard, and I can drag this around, I can move it if it's not exactly where I want it. So, and you can also change the font and the color and all that. So lots of options. Okay, so I'm going to use the pencil. If you press and hold that, you'll get options for sizing and coloring. So do this. Just do a little happy face. Okay, so under highlighter, I have the same thing. I can press and hold and it'll give me color options and size options. I'm okay with the yellow, so just highlight whatever I want. So Notability will automatically take the file name that the student uploaded it and make that the file name in Notability. So you may want to change that before you upload this back to the student. So if you'll hit the text option up at the top by hitting the T, and then click in this title bar with the date and time. That'll open your keyboard as well as a little field where you can type in the name. So you can just hit backspace and then type that in. And then hit done. And you can see now that that's updated. So, okay, I've made a few notes. I'm ready to go. I want to send this back to the student. So once I'm finished, I'll hit the send to icon up here in the top left. And then I'm going to choose Google Drive. All right. Once you hit that, if you have a folder that you've created to put all these annotated PDFs in it, you can hit folder. And then you can locate that folder within your Google Drive. Mine is named Notability Documents. So I'll click that and then click Export to Notability Documents. You can see now under folder that title is changed. I'm going to do a format as a PDF, all pages, and then I'm going to hit send to Google Drive. It'll work while it processes. All right, once that's finished, I'm going to open up my Blackboard again. Now that I've exported the student work, I can close this tab. All right, so under the attempt details, I'm going to hit this little arrow in the blue section to expand the feedback to learner box. If I hit the paperclip, that'll open a new tab where I can upload this document. So even though this is an iPad, we'll still do browse my computer, and then we're going to hit browse. So this will pull up the files option on your iPad. It'll pull everything that's in there. If you don't see one of your drive on here, if you hit edit, you can toggle that on, and then you just hit done when you're finished. So I'm going to click drive. Go to my Notability Documents folder, and then click the document. Okay, so now I can rename the file. So I may want to put this as a Hankins submission. Okay, like that. And then I can just hit submit. Okay, that'll automatically take you back to Blackboard to your grading center, and you can see under feedback to learner, there's now a link to that document that I sent. Okay, so once I'm ready, I'll just hit submit, and then that document will now be attached to the grade that I get. Just to let you see that, I'm back in the full grade center. I'm gonna hit the down arrow and hit attempt. Click the attempt. When it reloads, I'm gonna hit that little arrow in the blue section again, and you can see under feedback that is actually attached.